back in 2019 to 2020, had 36 homicides.
Sorry, everyone. I had to change up from another streaming to this to StreamYard. For some reason, the two I tried would not work for me, so I had to go to StreamYard. So this is the third person that I spoke to him. One of them was in regards to was Chappelle, who had asked about the people that were squatting on the same street that Carletta and them that have to move for the retention pond. Why they got squatters in the vacant houses over there. So we want to see what they're going to say about that once all the people have done the public comments. Ryan spoke. Chappelle spoke, and this gentleman, another lady has spoke. Now this gentleman is speaking.
Who house caught on fire next door to somebody else.
And it's in regards to the fire department and the police
He
department.
talked about giving back to residents and doing that. Also wanted to commend and take my hat off to the mayor for helping this lady out when people voted against it. When this lady in her own ward, her alderwoman didn't even help her. So let that be known. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next we have Jerling Harris, followed by Jedediah Brown.
I have lived in 13 South over 50 years. I was a elected official of the Harvey Public Library District for 6 years. I served those 6 years to the best of my knowledge as a servant of this community.
Okay, after this lady, Jedediah going. So let's see what he got to say.
Sometimes when I'm in this place, I wanted to talk, but I was there in May of 2019 when he had to leave because he did nothing for our city but wrong. But I want to thank this council for all that you continue to do. I know this is the only job running for each and every one of you, and you all did a great job. Thank you for that wonderful parade that you used the funds for to make this city a happy day for the 4th of July. Even though we had agitators out there, but they was just I treated the blood of Jesus over that and others that believe in the blood of Jesus. I wish you would get with the streets and sanitation, clean up the alley from the debris and the torn up road that is adjacent to Vine and Ashland and 153rd Street Block. We got tall trees, everything, over 7 feet tall in the back of the car. Please, let's get that done. Everybody's talking about, you know what? Every city, every administration has to report to Susan Mandel, who is the secretary, who is in charge of the monies here in the state of Illinois. You need to read. People, you got to read. Go to the Attorney General Freedom of Information and Open Meeting Act and find out the rules and regulations. Read. Because no one is saying nothing about the library. Nobody. And you're paying hefty taxes. But we need that resource, even though it's in shambles. We need people to come in and sit down and get cool and get warm in the wintertime. I want to thank you very much, neighbors, for listening to me, because I am interested in this city.
Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's see what he got to say.
My name is Jedediah. I want to be here to introduce myself and control my own narrative. I went to Gordon Township High School in 2005, and I come back to a Harvey I do not recognize. My intention is to not bring unrest, but to help resolve the issues that they once beautiful and thriving southern suburb. And I don't intend to bring nonprofit here, really to bring for-profit because the tax base needs to recover. I'm very clear with that. It wasn't outsiders who delivered for it happened, it was his own people inside. I listened to the commentary, and what I will tell you is complainers never solve anything. That's why when I leave here, I'm going to go to that block where there's squads, and I'm going to call the police. Because I pay attention. I do research. Within 30 days, you are not entrenched. You should be removed, and the police should move you. If the police show up, it's not because they're showing favoritism, it's because they're doing their job. And when citizens stop passing the buck and blaming other people and stand up, they see the result. Yes, Mr. Hassan can put out a narrative, but Harvey, everybody playing the role. Did you know that he cost you over $3 million in legal fees because he continues to sue your city? Do you know that he has a sanctuary where there are illegal immigrants in deplorable living conditions? Do you know that Hassan has made countless promises to do right by the city, from their dogs to their humans to bad business practices? He has taken your land and not complying with your government. So only a fool will get up here and say, let's say Hassan, when Harvey is in America. Just so that I can help you out. If a movie comes in, that's awareness. When people find out about you, they care about you, they visit you, because it ain't just citizens that take their health taxes up, for the visitors that help the taxes. When they want to come in and spend money and see what you got, maybe if they know how bad it is, they'll help you out. Because it is a call from one American to another, no matter where you geographically live. We are the United States of America. And when we show up for one another, things happen, change happens. I'm just going to talk about my truth. I've been called every name in the book except for who I am. After y'all saw what happened,
Oh, here we go. It's all about him again.
You wanted me to come here to be an assassin. You wanted me to come here and be obedient, and I ain't that guy. So let's be clear here. I want to address one person in 15 seconds. You invited me, Coach Chapman, and you doubled down on it. Because you have been silent while your lieutenants have attacked me, put out false narratives, have harassed me, and the difference between the two is I got receipts. Are you going to do about that?
Oh, he came in there and attacked Kobe.
You everyone for your comments. We greatly appreciate all.
He came in there and attacked.
Next, we have our medical reports.
He came there just to attack Kobe. Did y'all see that? He came there and he said, "I'm gonna point at you," and I applaud her on how she stood up, letting him go ahead and say that she did it. I like that. She took herself with class. She didn't go back and forth with him.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. Good evening, Mayor, council members, city staff, as well as residents. We passed approximately the halfway mark this year, and I'm proud to say Harvey is moving forward. We are making meaningful, measurable progress in building a better Harvey. Our work over the past year has been centered on a clear mission. We are prioritizing revitalization in our city and restoring pride in the neighborhoods that show it. Let's start with one of the most urgent priorities, safety and infrastructure. Streetlights in Harvey are no longer a promise. They are reality. If you don't remember, Halsted was not late. On 159th, 147th, Broadway, all have received much needed lighting and safety for visibility. We're not done though. 147th Street is next. We're actively working through the grant details to get critical project completed as soon as possible. We partnered with ComEd, so we're repairing residential streetlights across the city. Once all existing lights are on, we will assess the additional lighting needs where poles have never existed. We've also taken firm action in for long lighting and dangerous properties. Through the combination of grants and strategic programs, we've demolished more than a dozen deteriorated buildings, including key structure sites. I want to only mention a few on Broadway, Center, Lake Road, and Halsted, but there have been much more. So because, a lot of people like to see, so I'll pull out a couple. 133 West 151st Place, 208 West 154th Place, 176 West 154th Place, 16404 Emerald, 15803 Lake Road, 15746 Park, 5127 Wood, 14933 Vale, 14830 Wood, 14825 Honorary, 14809 Playa, and the list goes on and on, the amount of properties that have actually been demolished over the time that we've been in office. The demolition also is not over. A lot of them properties that are in the city does not own, but we still look to work with the county renew program to bring back the demolition homes. One of our meaningful demolitions was a home next to Ms. Summer West, who was displaced after a devastating fire. Thank you to Mayor Clark for helping her get back into her home. We've seen real momentum in economic development as well. 8 new businesses have opened their doors. So we would like to say welcome to Sherry Industrial, Time Cafe, Local 1, My First Step Daycare, Prime Auto Glass,
I'm not sure who this lady is.
the garage, and the Lux Station.
Is speaking at
We
this
also
moment.
look forward to opening new air cannabis dispensary. The groundbreaking recently.
Oh, I guess her name is Corrine Davis.
This project represents not only.
I guess she's talking in regards to the retention pond, the construction of the retention pond.
This year marked the grand opening. We had the grand opening of Park Lofts, expanded housing opportunities, and revitalized the downtown neighborhood. In addition, we have approximately 15 investors actively exploring opportunities and parties to prove that the confidence is growing in our city. Our partnerships are strengthening as well. We have Carson Car Wash that opened, Poet Investment, YMCA, and many more investments throughout the city. On the public safety front, we've made significant progress. We've welcomed multiple officers. We've welcomed people into our police and fire department with the expanded team and well-deserved promotions to both departments. Most notably, we accepted a brand new $2 million engine. This is our first engine that we've received, I want to say, in over 20 years. We've also.
Hello, I said what I said. Thank you for joining.
We paid 147, which has never been paid in the last 10 years, 20 years. Dixie Highway, Halsted, 159 East End on near Contends. We paid Fairfield, Wichita, and Lakewood. We're not only focused on large projects, but we're also meeting individual needs, like the installment of the new water line in this Betty Allen. Perhaps the most historic achievement this year is we passed a comprehensive plan. The city of Harvey, for the first time in over a decade, we have a bold and unified vision in guiding our growth, development, and future. Thank you.
Yes, we have the police department.
Okay, the police, the representative for, now we get ready to go through the different departments. The police department is first.
Mayor, councilmen, and residents. I'm here today to provide an update on.
I don't know why she's not pointing at the people that are speaking, but I'm so sorry, but we're just gonna listen to what they say.
The report also encompasses the department's overall activities for the past month. In June 2025, the Harvey Police Department responded to the total of 2,324 calls for service and patrolled over 12,990 miles. Their efforts resulted in 55 misdemeanor arrests, 10 felony arrests, 131 moving and equipment violation citations, 62 vehicles towed, and 51 reported accidents. I would also like to note that on the 4th of July, our officer recovered narcotics and rifle during that July weekend. It was something that happened during a traffic arrest. I just want to give kudos to the police department with the photo of the rifle as well as the handgun and narcotics that were recovered that day. I'm also pleased to report through the efforts of the Harvey Police Department's Investigations Division, felony charges were filed in significant criminal investigation. Some of you may have already heard of the shooting of 11-year-old Willow James in the 158th block of Lima Avenue. On May 28, 2025, 11-year-old Willow James was struck in the head by a stray bullet while riding home from school in the vehicle with her father and her cousin. Willow was hospitalized and transferred to a rehab facility in the city of Chicago. I'm pleased to announce that she is doing better on the road to recovery. Please keep on your thoughts and prayers. Following an in-depth investigation, the Harvey Investigations Division identified Braylon T. Waters, a 29-year-old male born July 30, 1995, from the city of Harvey as the defendant. Mr. Waters was taken into custody, and the firearm believed to have been used in the shooting was recovered in the search of his vehicle on July 1st. Mr. Waters was indicted on the following offenses: attempted murder, aggravated unlawful use of a firearm, and aggravated battery with firearms, class X felony, in the state of Illinois. Lastly, I would like to highlight a special operation that was conducted by the Harvey Police Department in conjunction with TASK, which is a group we utilize within the city to partner with, which is Treatment Alternatives to Safe Communities. They're known as TASK. They're an organization that our agency partnered with over the last few years. It provides case management and advocacy services for individuals facing mental health and substance abuse challenges. Their mission includes offering alternatives to incarceration and supporting the entrance of the community for various populations, including commercial sex workers and those with conflict to the facility. On July 2nd, 2025, the police department conducted an operation called Operation Springtime Safe Travel. During this operation, Springtime Safe Travel is an ongoing initiative focused on addressing concerns related to human trafficking and commercialized sex trafficking, which is prostitution, throughout the city. This operation aims to create a safer environment for everyone by allowing the police departments to collect critical information and allocate appropriate resources to areas of need. This initiative encompasses various efforts, including issuing traffic citations, making criminal arrests, identifying drug activities, and raising community awareness. However, the success of this operation depends greatly on the support and involvement of our community members. We urge you to, if you see something, say something. Operation Spring Safe Travel is more than just a law enforcement effort. It's a collaborative partnership between the community, law enforcement, and local service organizations. Your participation is essential and will make a significant difference in enhancing the safety and well-being of our community. During this operation, as you can see probably on the screen, this is part of the operation that was conducted. We accomplished the following: 9 arrests for solicitation of prostitution, 3 vehicles were towed, and 3 commercial sex workers were referred to treatment and services through TASK, which is Treatment Alternatives for a Safe Community. Throughout the month of June, 15 harmless bags were disseminated citywide. 3 individuals in the area of 146 and Austin's business corridor were referred to treatment and surgery. 1 individual on 159th and Austin is now re-engaged back into the treatment program. 3 individuals took harmless bags but denied having problems. And the task is also set to use our police department. We have a member here, if you don't mind standing up, from Texas. I do want to mention that in the harmless bags that are disseminated throughout our city, we have Narcan, water, a small snack, a $10 gift card, soap, and face towels. Some are even placed inside the city hall with our auxiliary officers here if someone knows someone needs. The Harvey Police Department remains steadfast in its dedication to enhancing the safety quality of life for our residents. We value your continued support as we move the city forward. Should you have any questions or require further information, please do not hesitate to contact our police department or take a look at our police department safety page.
Thank you. Next is fire department. Talk about public works.
Greetings, everyone. It's my privilege to present the Harvey Fire Department activities on the month of June 2025. On behalf of our fire chief, we've had a response of a total of 153 calls, 15 fire-related calls, which include brush fires, building fires, store fires, and vehicle fires. 42 EMS calls, which included motor vehicle incidents. 22 good intent calls, those would include cancer dispatch, no incident found, or smoke over field calls, which also included 18 hazardous conditions, gas leaks, electrical line, and power line. 45 false alarm, included 159 conditions, 9 service calls, public assistance, lockout, and finally, I'd like to announce that our fire department has initiated the Smart 911. This is a system whereby residents will be notified, they can be notified in case of emergency, be it a nap. Our captains and other members of the department are working with the QR code. And if you step outside the door, when you step outside the door, you see fire. We have been posted also in the libraries. We have reached out to some citizens, and our goal is to reach as many people as possible. So that everyone can contact this staff. If you have any questions concerning the fire department.
Thank you. Next is public works, followed by economic development.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to take a few moments to provide a brief update on several issues that are on our efforts with the public works over the past few months. First, I want to recognize the hard work and preparation that went into issues for the July celebration. Our team worked diligently to ensure the city of this was, and the last 2 streets and behind the parade route and its surrounding areas. Their dedication helped create a festive and welcoming environment for everyone to enjoy. Moving on to Ward 5, I'm pleased to report that pothole repairs are now underway. So far, we've used 18 tons of ProPack materials to improve road safety and driving conditions. We thank the residents for their patience and cooperation as this important work is progressing. In our grounds and maintenance division, the team has been working to keep our neighborhoods clean and well maintained. Over the past 2 weeks alone, we have mowed and trimmed over 197 vacant properties and lots. A significant effort that directly enhances the appearance and safety of our community spaces. We're also investing in our team's recovery. 6 employees have officially begun training for their commercial societies. These computer licenses will enhance our ability to maintain public safety spaces and public safety effectively. Turning to our facilities maintenance division, our team has boarded up 6 properties throughout the city. This all in order to help secure and stabilize vacant sites. These proactive steps are critical in our ongoing efforts to curb lights and improve public safety across neighborhoods. Lastly, a quick update from our water division. Over the past few weeks, the team has completed 107 meter readings, 28 meter checks and exchanges, 15 backflow checks. They issued 5 wet car notices and 88 notified.
Hi, Minion. Hi, Fine Royalty Reality.
Water and streets maintenance continues to be
Okay,
provide
Minion,
service to
Vaughn,
workers
This is the Harvey board meeting. They're doing right now. They're doing public comments. Um, this lady I'm talking about, they are bringing up what's going on. Not cynical one, yeah, they are bringing up one in regards to
Thank you. Next, we have.
right now it's the different departments that's coming up, talking about the progress in their departments. They already did public contents. I'm sorry, public comments. So now they're doing the different departments.
My name is Steve Suarez. I'm the economic development director, and I work with business development and making sure that we have jobs and investments from the city. Planning and zoning, as we look at around the city, becoming to beautify it, planning for better harmony, and also property sales, which is a big undertaking, given that we have a lot of property, but a lot of opportunity out there for people to really redevelop and revitalize. So on the business development front, we actually had two visitors come here. We went to the ICSC conference, and we met a lot of developers there, and invited them to come to Harvey, and we actually we had two tours come, and we shared with them, one in particular wanted to do some apartment building development, and we shared with them 4 clusters of properties in downtown. Another developer was looking at single-family housing. They wanted to put about 30 units, and we shared with them, what would it be if we really just take out this one block and build single-family homes on them? So those two are being considered. And again, the development process takes a long time. You have to share with them what are the opportunities, how long it takes, what are the methods for sale, and so on. So it's a thing that we do on an ongoing basis. Another thing on the business development side, we received 8 applications for Class 8 property tax applications, and they're basically incentives to encourage businesses to really come to our community or expand. And so we have 8 of them here coming, and one is scheduled to go to the council with agenda for this coming month, which will be dealing with an abandoned industrial building and redeveloping that for property. So we're excited about that. On the planning and zoning front, one of the things we do is we do zoning clearances. You just can't go anywhere in Harvey and set up shop. We have to get approval for that. So we've had 64 zoning applications, 57 in process as of June 2025, 44 approved. We have 5 special use permits. And then what I wanted to say with the special use permit process is the way that we work with businesses today that we love to have you here in Harvey. But in order to really get the approval, we negotiate things like facade improvements, fencing, landscaping, and making sure that they really do a fantastic job of improving the business property. One example that you may have seen that was really a night and day difference was Prime Auto Glass on Halsted. Really excited about that. If you see the before and after pictures, the next time I'll get some photos up there. You can see what a great difference that made. Certainly made it really proud, and we're proud to have them here in our city. So we'll just keep working with that. Well, we have 5 special use permits that paid their application. We're going to address them. August 27th, we have a planning and zoning commission meeting, and we expect to have them all presented there. As far as property sales, the city has about 10 industrial properties, 8 commercial properties, about 120 residential properties. And yes, that's a lot, but that also creates opportunities, and that's why we work with developers, and there's been steady interest in that. In fact, what we've done at the city is we declared our city properties as surplus. We have produced lists and put them online for maps and lists that you can go and find out what property of interest you want, whether it's city-owned or whether it's privately owned. We've also developed an approval process, and also we're tracking them and making sure that when we review them, we can bring them before council. As a result of that, what we see for right now, we're in the process of closing on 4 properties. J&T Group, 150 is requested, it's a 16-unit apartment building. They'll be investing in 3,000. Neighborhood services, they're at 149 Page, there's an 8-unit, and we're looking to invest 156,000. CK Construction, 159 20 Center, commercial property, they're investing $140,000. And then Blue Crest Estates at 60 East 105th Street, and they're investing more than $140,000. These are on the verge of selling, and if we sell them, we expect them to develop, make that investment, and again, see revitalization of Harvey. So our city, our neighborhoods, and our province will we need to take a comprehensive and multi-pronged approach, as I've been explaining, and we're all in this together. We have this great opportunity to work with residents, community partners, and small, large-scale developers to rehab, renovate, and repurpose all these properties. So together we will improve the existing housing stock, add to the housing stock, and increase our population, and of course, improve home ownership along the way. Thank you.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Mayor, members of the city council.
Hi, Brilliant.
Harvey residents. My name is Harvey Resident. I'm building director for City of Harvey. It is both an honor and
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. This is the board meeting for Harvey, Illinois. You all missed Jedediah. He got up there, he spoke, and also he did a personal attack towards Kobe. So those that missed the beginning, you can always go back to the beginning of my live and see what he said if you're interested. Basically, he came there just to start some stuff. So, you know, he didn't say anything. That he talked about Hassan, he talked about Kobe, and basically he didn't say anything that's going to, encourage anybody to do better. So, right now, like I said, the different departments are doing their updates and letting everybody know what's going on in their separate departments. So they have been on their best behavior so far. Nobody been acting like they didn't have a peace of mind.
Resident focused are making a real impact as we move deeper into the construction season. The Building and Inspectional Services Department remains committed to upholding the highest standards in service, safety, and community engagement. Together, we are shaping a stronger Harvey, one permit, one property, one partnership at a time. This concludes my report.
Good evening, I'm Alexia Hall, Director of Communications in the city. I want to share a few exciting developments with you this evening. First, we introduced a new initiative called This Week in Harvey. It's a short, high-impact video update. It's 90 seconds or less that highlights the latest projects, events, and progress happening right here in our city. The goal is to keep our residents in the loop with quick, consistent updates. These videos are posted across our digital platform and will soon be landing directly in your inboxes. Secondly, we are in the early stages of planning our third community solutions year. These meetings give residents a chance to share concerns, connect with city leaders, and hear about initiatives that directly impact your neighborhoods and your city. We'll keep you informed of the date as plans solidify. Finally, I'd like to encourage all of you to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our City of Harvey's YouTube channel. This is where we post timely updates, videos, photos, and information on city services and upcoming events. We are working hard to build trust, transparency, and to create a sense of connection across Harvey. Your continued support makes that possible. So for those of you who have not seen This Week in Harvey, let's take a look right now. This Week in Harvey, your quick look at the people, progress, and pride shaping our city. From safety efforts to star power, we've got a lot to cover. Ready? Let's go. The Harvey Police Department launched a targeted saturation effort on 154th Street to combat solicitations. Officers made arrests of both customers and individuals involved, while also offering support resources to those seeking help. The operation shows what happens when community voices are heard and public safety is the top priority. Harvey celebrated Independence Day in style with a community parade, carnival games for the kids, and a fireworks finale that lit up the summer night. We want to give a huge thank you to our sponsors. This incredible day of celebration wouldn't have been possible without their support. And finally, there's a little bit of Hollywood in Harvey. Our city will soon be used as a filming location for season 2 of the Apple TV series. While we can't share the name just yet, keep your eyes open. Harvey will show up on your screen soon. Well, that's a wrap on this week in Harvey. Stay safe, stay calm, and stay proud of the progress happening right here at home. See you next time. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody, to the mayor, to the city council, and residents and my coworkers. My name is Joseph Benson Jr. I'm the director of senior services.
Yes, they're talking about
I
filming a
saw
movie
as
or a documentary or something there in Harvey.
there
And if you know anything about Harvey, it
the
looked
wellness,
destitute.
the
And
greatest asset
a
that we
couple of
have
people that was
collectively are our
from
seniors.
residents talked about why would you want to
Today,
bring a
I want to
movie
report a
place
report
people there to see to be embarrassed
from
of
the
the city
Massachusetts
by the way it
Management
looked to bring somebody
here
there
at
to do a movie.
Kingston
So you want everybody to
Community
see how bad this
Hall.
place looked by bringing in a movie theater. I mean, a
Been a
movie
lot
crew
of
to do
discussion
a movie
in the
there.
past
It's
on
just,
this
you know,
issue.
it's just embarrassing. It looks destitute,
July 4th,
and
we have our senior
um,
line dancing group.
it's just bad. It's just, let's say it like this. It looked terrible. It looked
154th
like
Street dance
I
and
don't know if
sing,
anybody looked
had a
at what
great time.
Dalton used to look like.
Again,
I don't know
line
what it looked
dancing
like
for
now,
everybody.
but I do know there's some
Music
things
and
are in the
participation.
making to better the
We
downtown
had
area of
25
Dalton.
guests.
But I
They
know
closed
Harvey
the
looks
basketball
bad
court
also. They
by
downtown. They
city
done closed up so many stores and restaurants and things in Harvey. And the place is
In
boarded up and stuff, and it looks terrible. It look like almost a, desert of a
we
town.
had bingo,
They don't even have a
which
grocery
is
store
going
or a
real,
pharmacy
and
in
that's
this
once
city.
a month on
They
Thursday
say they're so
at
poor that
4
they don't
p.m.
have a
District,
grocery store or
and they
pharmacy,
come out
but
and
yet
then
the mayor has
we have
around the clock
programs and other
security,
activities like playing
a
cards,
security camera
dominoes,
monitoring a house
trying
that
to
he
hang
don't
out
even
with one another
reside in,
at
and a police
different
car
parties
out there.
in Harlem.
And so
What we're
wherever he
trying to
go,
do
he
is get the
has
seniors
a police
active and
entourage with him.
involved in the city.
So all that
There's
money
lots
you're
of
using for
artists
them to
like
follow
you
you
where
around,
some of the things that the
that money could be
seniors
going towards
possess,
bringing businesses in and doing better with with the city, or at least
looks
bring a
like
grocery
what
store
it could be like.
or
But
a pharmacy.
that is not important. Thank you.
But listen to this, everybody. Those that's on here, they want to bring in. They don't want to bring in the grocery store. They don't want to bring in the pharmacy, but they want to bring in a dispensary, a drug
All right, again,
dispensary.
I thank everyone for being.
You can't.
I'm Charles
A
Morris,
baby can't get a formula or anything from a
the Director of
dispensary.
Residence Community Partners.
A lot of elderly people don't use
As the city collector, my
a
responsibility in my
dispensary.
community is to
So
ensure
you
that
bring in a
every child
dispensary in
and
to
every
bring
and
revenue. You
transparency
closed
and
out
growth.
all the clubs.
The work we do in the
You
Department of Revenue
you
is
don't
not
have a
just about
grocery
collecting
store. You
money.
don't have a
It's about
pharmacy.
ensuring that the funds collected go to
But yet
service
you're gonna bring a
and impact
dispensary.
every
So you're
child.
gonna bring weed into
Over
the
these
city.
past months,
But
we've
you
taken
take everything
important
that the
steps
people
forward.
really need out of
We've
the city.
modernized our
Make
system to
that make
improve
sense.
efficiency and make
And this is the
financial
city of
collaboration
Harvey
more
of
accessible
Illinois.
nationwide,
Wow.
getting payments to
Again,
underserved
make
areas
that make sense.
responsibilities to the city. We've strengthened internal controls and increased financial reporting and to promote accountability and reduce risk. And importantly, we focus on listening to your concerns about buying fees, economic strengths, and finding ways to offer flexible payment plans and more equitable options. But we're not stopping here. Our vision for the year is ahead and it is clear. The future is
I feel so
reinvest our
sorry for this
neighborhoods,
town.
improve our
This mayor
services,
done ran
and
finished.
grow our
The
economy
previous
in ways that
administration done ran it down
I close by
somewhat,
thanking you for the
and it looked
time,
like he finishing up
and
what they started.
the
So
road
I
ahead
just feel
will be
so
that challenge,
sorry
but transparency
about what
and
they're
partnership
going
are the
through.
path towards growth and stability.
It's
Thank you.
really
That
sad
was
that they
our
live in that community. He's a Tiffany 8.0. He just was doing everything undercover while Tiffany was doing hers so wide open. He was doing his undercover. So while everybody was looking at Tiffany, he was doing all his undercover sneaky stuff. So this is what I'm talking about.
As we know, there are those who say there's nothing happening in life. But we definitely demonstrate that there is a lot of work being done in the city. It's moving the city forward.
I'm so glad my Vondi Poo is on here with me
It's
tonight.
important because many people's
I enjoy
eyesight is
being
so
with you
high,
today,
they able
Vaughn.
to see
Can't wait for
certain
more
things,
time to spend
see
with you on
certain
your
work.
live. Keep it up, girl. I got your back.
Everything that I've heard thus far, from all from the city administrator all the way down to the revenue department, is absolutely stellar. And you guys continue to do better each and every month, and your numbers show. So, thank you so much for everything you do. We have next mayoral comments on what you're trying to do. The 4th of July, first of all, I'd like to once again thank staff and department heads and all the employees who participated in the 4th of July.
Well, he let her talk without
Parade
making her
event,
leave.
fire show,
She was able to turn
fire.
around. This young lady over
So that's
here,
what I'm getting. It's
this lady
someone leaving.
right here, this young
So
lady
we
right
use
here,
that
just
best
turned around
fire.
and was talking to the
South
person
Red.
behind her. Normally, if
You
she
see
turned around and
that
talked to her,
kind of
they would send the
inside
police
challenges
over
to show us
to ask
different.
her to leave. If she refused to leave, they would get her for disturbing of the
But as
peace
far as the Fourth
and
of
charge her
July is concerned,
$500 fine.
we fund that through donation.
So there wasn't at one
People
time you couldn't
funding the
whisper
Fourth
or
of
talk
July
to one
is
another,
twice
and
as
number
high.
two, you
Primarily because
wasn't
I believe that
allowed to
the
clap.
sales spend money
So far that
on
has
4th of July
stopped.
parade, so they had to find
So
some
now
other
let's
ways to
see
do
what.
it. And so what you're seeing or what you see, a lot of times people don't understand how it happens. So they think that there's something nefarious going on. But honestly, we have a lot of sponsors, a lot of donors that contribute, and the ones that the staff does a lot of work to make sure that's done. Now, we have a lot of sponsors, a lot of donors that contribute, and the ones that the staff does a lot of work to make sure that's done. Now, when you look at, say, for instance, the bills list, there's money that's being paid out, but that money is being paid out because donations. So, and that's actually how we've been able to have your Fourth of July parade and celebration for all the years except for I think it was 2020. We didn't do it in 2020. So, but um, we also have the Mayor's Cup. And the Mayor's Cup is a free-open soccer event that's been held in fourth year. Just want to make sure I had it right. It is now an event, and we have that was very plain English, a lot of participants. Over a thousand people come out to this particular event to either participate in the direct soccer or to support the teams that are playing. It is the only event that I know of in the summer that the youth participate in to actually offers money. Many times they offer little trophies and things, participation trophies and things like that. Well, we have grown throughout the years. And this year, the first place divisions, we had 7 divisions, and each division was first and second place. The first place got a $1,000 prize, and the second place got $500 prizes, and they got also medals. Once again, that's due to our sponsors. We've been sponsored by Red Creek, we've been sponsored by KCC over there. Canes also sponsored us, which I thought was really unique because we don't even have the Canes in the city of Harvey. But, you know, they sponsor, and many others do as well. That particular event, is something that we, like I said, we do every year, and we're in that fourth year. We specifically, you know, would love to see the diversity, in the event. It seems like more of my Mexican, my Middle Eastern brothers and sisters participate. So we would, you know, like those that do it everybody else. But if you don't participate, you can't win. So, soccer is probably, well, football, is that what you say? Football is the biggest sport in the world. And so it's one of the easiest sports for people to be able to participate in, and we're glad to be able to sponsor it here. As reported by our staff, potholes, street lights, those things are already being handled. They're continually handled day in and day out. The speed bumps, okay, she also lists speed bumps, but we're still installing them. We haven't had a comprehensive plan since 1968. 1968. The city of Harvey finally has a comprehensive plan again, but we have not had one since 1968. Grants. One of the things that people I don't think understand about grants is grants come with a certain degree of trust. I think someone mentioned, I don't know, comments or the departmental reports, that we have to dot I's and cross T's in order to get grants. We have to be able to demonstrate that we can comply with whatever the requirements may be as far as the grant is concerned, in order for us to be able to receive. So when we get grants, for instance, to do 154th Street, and a lot of people seem to appreciate it, and that we were able to have a 4th of July parade on this year, that comes to a grant. We weren't receiving grants in this city for many years. You know what I'm saying? All of Joyce shaking her head here. We weren't able, for over a decade, we were not able to receive grants in the city of Harvey because we weren't dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Now, can I say, is there room for improvement? Absolutely. However, the city of Harvey has definitely improved significantly as far as that's concerned. And it demonstrates that while some of us locally may not believe in what the administration is doing, there are people in the county, there are people in the state, and there are people in the federal government who believe what this administration is doing and the improvements that we have made. It's nice that we have been able to meet some people at ICSC. I'm glad that those representatives that went out on behalf of the city were able to make some connections and create some relationships. Going to ICSC is going to help us to improve from an economic development standpoint. And from Cesar Suarez, we're doing quite a few things as far as that's concerned. I actually met with the developer this week that was first established and met in ICSC. And I was able to have a follow-up meeting with that particular developer. I also have another developer who I actually have a relationship with and did not even know that he was a developer in the city of Harvey. And I won't say exactly what it is until the actual construction begins, and then everyone can see what that is. But the established relationships are still important. And it is moving us forward in the city. Finally, a few notes. One is just before our last meeting, I wish everyone a happy Juneteenth. I hope everyone had a happy.
Oh, he been real nice tonight. Oh, he showed
Of
off.
course, once again,
Oh, that's right. election around the corner. So he's trying to be real nice. This is July.
Um, the work that you've done with the
Yeah, he
city
got
is
5 to 6 months, so
make
he got to
sure
show
that
be
we
on
have
his best
activity.
behavior so he can
We
try to
want
get
to
another
have
term.
more activity
And plus, he
for
got
our
to
city
show
population.
try to show out for
And that's
Jedediah,
not to diminish
so
on anybody else's
Jedediah can go out
population.
here and
But
promote
we
him.
do
So
have a
now that he
senior,
done, now that he done got Jedediah,
department, senior
you know,
services.
uh,
Seniors
trying to
seem
discredit
to have
Kobe.
some of the
So
most, I would
now
say,
he can sit
probably
back and
unique issues that they
be
have to deal
talk
with.
to the people like the way
And
he
at
want
times,
to
those
and
issues are
be
not
pleasant with them
understood,
to make
except
them.
by those, except
His,
for by
ooh, he
those
just make me.
that have the
He about
different
to bash the
perspectives
orange man that he's so.
across the family.
Ugh.
And we want to make sure, I've said it before, those are people, where my loyalty at? My loyalty is to people who took care of me in this city when I was a little kid. And those people still live here. And those people helped shape me into the person who I am. I could have taken a lot of other directions. I could have done a lot of other things. But I didn't do those things because some people were willing to cuff me and pull me to the side and explain some things to me. And I had a mom who worked 7 jobs. So I was really
Talking about
raised
you do
by
good
a
by me,
village.
I do good by you. You
Because
haven't been
she did all the
all
work
this time. You
for
haven't
what was
done good
there.
by the people. All
There
of a
was a
sudden,
village that was helping
okay,
along.
man, you
And
just as
I'm
fake
grateful
as
to those
fake
people,
can be.
and I will continually be loyal to those people.
You're gonna go straight to
So
hell with gasoline draws,
so that's
along with
what's
your
happening.
little imp
But as far
that's
as,
backing you up.
you know,
Both of y'all gonna go to hell with gasoline
how do we
draws.
keep those here in the city of Harvey? Well, that's the thing about that. We're glad that Chicago PD feels here. First of
And
all, number
this
one is
this
Harvey's
chick
very
right
own
here, no,
Royce
this chick
Hall,
right over here, this
plays to the head
right here
in
that keep
Chicago
bowing
PD.
her head.
And
This
we're
little lady
so happy.
right here,
And he is so
and this
proud
little lady right here.
to be able to
This
have some
lady over here
influence
in the
the way
corner
he works
by the
to
on the
actually
end of the
bring
bench
them
of the.
back to the community
She's a
and to the
Yasta
front.
person. The gentleman right here with the toupee in the
And
front,
so
he's a
we
Yasta person.
love the fact that
And this
he
one right
does that.
here
And
is a
he
Yasta person.
shows
So
whatever love
her,
that he possibly
him,
can
her,
to
and
the
I don't know where the
best
other
of his
young man.
possible.
He's absent tonight. But all of them
Not
is
necessarily
his
saying to save the city,
is his. Got
but we
uh
do appreciate
she.
the fact that he
This lady right here
recognizes
beside
this is
Kobe,
what
the
he
man with
does.
the toupee in the front, the lady over there, and the young man
Yeah,
that normally be
they
here
do
that's not here,
hire some of
they
our
all
police
got doo-doo
officers
noses.
to be security.
Because they've been up his butt so much they can tell you what he had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's how
Okay,
bad they kiss his butt.
and that is
And this is
also
the
helps
reason
with
why
crime. It's
the
not
city looks
black.
the way it
You know,
does.
some people think, it's gonna go on bridge. You know what I'm saying? Which might not add. That's scarcity thinking. But you're not gonna even give that. Scarcity versus abundance thinking. But that's not a lot of money, but it shows us that people believe they can work with this city to come here and film here, while they can go to other municipalities, such as Chicago, and they express it and have more difficulties trying to deal with those cities to get permits just to be film. So we invite more to come, and it just so happens that more and more um, filmmakers are starting to see that the Harvey administration is easier to deal with, and so they choose to do business in our city. So I'm proud of that. Now, last but not least, I am going to try to call the truth. Okay? I know some of y'all didn't expect this, but I'm going to try to call the truth. One of the things that happened when I was talking to one of the developers, when they talked about what was going on in the city. Developers are, investors are very concerned. They just don't like a lot of foolishness and nonsense. And it's not to say that some are against the city or some are in favor. Not even my issue. My issue is what the developers and the investors see. And when the investors and developers see one city over here as, for all intents and purposes, and for all intents and purposes, it's a quiet city. And then you got a city over here that's noisy as beyond belief. They choose to quiet the city. Now, mind you, neither one of those cities are perfect. Neither one of those
Oh, he's
cities are
selling this movie
absolute
like crazy.
prophets.
He want that movie to come in
It's
so
just
bad.
how they
I,
go
I, I
about
just can't
handling what's
understand. You want to
involved
bring
is
in,
what makes the
you
difference.
want to bring in a dispensary. You want to bring
If
in a
you don't think
movie
that they
crew,
got problems in Orland
but your
Park,
town look like shit. You don't have
you
grocery
better
store.
really
You don't have
investigate
a
Orland
pharmacy.
Park.
I'm not
If you
understanding
don't think
his
that they got problems in
rationale,
Homer Glen or
except for
Keenan
all
and
I know
Homewood,
is, you know,
Homewood
you paying the
has
place. So
labor
it's like you're
operations.
trying to break
Sorry,
off.
Homewood, because
You're
I ain't
doing a
gonna bring
break
up the
off,
bus. But Homewood has
get
labor operations
kickback
in the middle of the
to
day.
better your pockets.
In the
So
middle
you're
of
really
the
not
day.
looking out for the community.
But how they handle
But
it
I haven't heard him say anything
is
about
different.
losing his police
And
entourage.
so what I would like
Remove
to
the
do,
camera that's in
and I'm
front of a
going to
house that
continue
he
to
know
do,
that he's not
first,
residing in, and a police car
you
to
guys the right to
patrol
say
in front of
whatever you
that
want to
house
say,
that he's not
and say
residing
everything
in.
you want to think. I'm not
And the
consulting with
entourage
you.
go wherever
That's
he
a
goes,
possibility
like
within the
Tiffany was
city.
doing. You
That's going to be
got
my
police car in
policy
front
going
of an
forward.
empty house. You
So,
got a
once again,
camera
Radio
monitoring in
City
front of
is
an
just
empty house,
that.
even though they don't have a dispatch center,
You're welcome to accuse me of whatever you
actual
want to.
dispatch center,
But
and
if
you don't have a
Washington
grocery
is not
store,
moving this
you
city
don't have
forward,
a
I'm not
pharmacy,
addressing
but you want to bring in
it. Two,
a
as
movie
the mayor,
crew
my
and
door
a
has always been
dispensary.
open and continues to
Babies
be open.
in the city can't use the dispensary. Majority of the
If you are
elderly
bringing
in
a
the city cannot
positive
use the
and viable
dispensary.
solution to
You don't
some
have
of the
the
problems
grocery
that we
store
have,
for the
I
munchies
welcome
everybody's going to
you
get from going
to
to the
invite you
dispensary.
to make an appointment with the
You don't
office.
have a drugstore
Okay?
that they could go
If
to
you're
get some of the
bringing
other
something
munchies
positive
that
and
they might
viable.
not get at the grocery store
But
that's
the
closed
last
if the
thing that
pharmacy,
I would like to
if
see,
the
and the last
drugstore is
thing that
still
you will
open.
see from this administration,
But yet you bring a
is
dispensary
the
with no
degree of
grocery store for the
vitriol that
munchies
has continued over the past year.
and the babies and the senior, and then you have no
We
pharmacy
got to
for
stop
the
it.
baby to get
I
formula
got to be
and
right there.
and medication and the seniors to
So
get
I'm going to
medication.
do just that.
Hmm. What's wrong with this
Uh,
picture? So you bring
my
it in a dispensary,
focus,
you bring it in a movie
my
crew,
main focus
and
has always
you
been
think all of
improving
this
the
supposed to
city.
be okay to show the
I'm going to
community that
continue
he
working
really
this up.
looking out for you
I'm
all?
just going to continue to
What
work
what
this
is
up.
all this gonna
Um,
benefit?
I'm sure I know that all
So I
residents are
mean,
going to
you
continue
still
working
they
this
still
up. And you
have
can
not
judge
received
us
anything, any budget
by
report
the
in
things that
six
these people
years,
over here have said.
and all he's been doing is
Because
sitting up here
you can't beat that.
flapping his gums.
No matter what you want to say about this administration, no matter what you want to say what's going on in the city of Harvey, you can't beat that. And in no other city, you can go online and look at it. You don't have the department heads getting up, giving that type of information to that type of level. You don't have it.
You
There
really
may
must
be
think people are dumb
exceptions
as
to
a
the rule
dum
because
dum.
there's always an
He
exception
really
to the
think
rule.
he really think his
But
residents in Harvey is
again, we
stupid.
get into Southland and they're working their hind parts off. And they continue to do something. And what we're going to do is we're going to stay positive. We're going to
How?
stay positive so that our investors can see who we are. We're going to
Oh,
stay
the
positive
investors.
so
Oh,
that
so
our
you want to stay
investors see
positive so
that
the
as
investors
things
can
are
see
happening
positive.
that are making us
Wait a minute,
energized,
wait a
we
minute.
are
Did
trying
he
to
just
cultivate
say we
some
want to stay
investors.
positive so
So
the
we invite
investors,
every single
but
person,
yeah, you're putting people out of their
friend
homes?
or foe, that if you have a viable solution and you know how to do it better, bring it to us. Write it down. Put together a proposal.
Oh, now you
Show
want to hear
us
what they
how
got to
it
say.
can be done.
You doing all this because
We're
Jedediah's
going
sitting
to
in there.
continue
Because that's your little
to
flunky.
stand
And
on
you got to
our
show
base
him that you a
so that
good
everyone
mayor
can
and
see it.
Kobe would
But as
not be a
far as
good
we're
mayor.
concerned,
Oh, okay.
the
Go
days
ahead.
of them
Sell
took it
yourself.
off. That's over.
Go
It is
ahead.
not
You're doing
productive
good,
for our
Clocky
city.
boy.
It
Sell
keeps
yourself.
investors from wanting to invest in our city.
Sitting up
those
there
of you
looking
who
like
are
a
here
bald headed
from
milk dud.
our neighboring community that has been dealing with that type of, issues for the past, I don't know, 20 years.
No, they're not
I
dealing with
don't
it
know.
because all their money, taxpayer
You don't
money,
have to go through
is
that
going
same
on to the
issue
other
as well.
cities because you won't do nothing better
Because
for your
investors
own,
watch
dumbass. I mean, I'm
how
sorry,
the
Vaughn.
community
You're right. I'm trying to
votes,
do better. I'm doing better, Vaughn. I'm trying to
not just the
control my mouth,
administration,
my
but
tongue.
how
I
the
know we talked about
community
it
is
today.
done
My
with
tongue, my
itself.
tongue. I know, Vaughn. I
And
know
I
my
can
tongue, my
guarantee
tongue.
you that that's going to have an
Ooh,
impact
you like
on
you
your
said.
ability
We
to
just talked about it today, didn't we,
attract
Vaughn?
investors to
Don't
you.
be easy to anger. Be
So
careful and think before you speak.
I don't know if someone
This little
considered,
tongue of mine is
breaking
still
it down,
it's still working on me, Vaughn.
but it is.
I'm like you, it's still working on me. Bear
Um,
with me. Whoo. It
and I
just
hope
whenever
that
I
you
see
take
him,
it
it just
seriously what you're saying.
infuriates me how he is doing this town. And I can see so I looked at the pictures of before and now.
Yes, it
It's terrible.
is. There is nothing else for the good of the order. Chair is taking motion to adjourn.
Yes.
Motion by the first. Oh.
Okay, everyone, that's the end. So thank you all for coming in. I thank you so much. On your way out, can you hit them likes for me? If on your way out, can you hit the likes for me? Um, as me and Vaughn says today, may God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. Love somebody. Love on someone. Say your prayers tonight, those that pray. Say your prayers tonight. Say your prayers for all of us. Say your prayers for yourself and your family. And those say a prayer for us in this United States of America, because we're going to need it too. So just say a prayer all the way around. Ask God to step in and do what he do to make it right. And my bless my closing tonight is I hope everybody have a peaceful night, a wonderful blessings, sleep well, may your mind be at rest. And I love you all, and I will see you later. Thank you for joining.